What's up, guys and girls? Welcome back to my little corner of the world. Thank you for tuning in and appreciate that fact. Again, always remember, if you haven't subscribed already, go and do that right now so you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and I'll make sure that I get some response on that as soon as possible. Now, if you are tuning in now, that means that you have looked at the $1,000 challenge, okay? And so just to remind you what's going on is I got a challenge on saying, and that the challenge is, can you do a brand new watch collection, 5 pieces, mint condition, box and paper, for less than $1,000, and you can postage, shipping, all of these things does not count because we are in the situation we are in right now. So we cannot go to the shop where I'm physically located. I can't meet friends, colleagues, and what have you. I need to get everything shipped. Shipment is out of the question. So it is for the piece in itself. 5 pieces, $1,000. Can you do it or can you not do it? And as with everything else in life, offers you opportunities, offers you challenges. And I am not a person that says no thank you to that. I gladly accept it. And so what we have today is number 1 of the new collection, pieces for the new collection. And that is, I love it. That's the only thing I can say. I'm excited. I'm super stoked about this challenge because it forces me to look at pieces that I would not necessarily look at. And with that, you just find these incredible pieces that you just completely forgot about. You find these brands that I never gave a second thought to, and they are just incredible. And with that, not only do you get these great pieces, but you also open your mind and then start to see other brands, other watches, types, and all of these things. And so I have to admit, if I look a bit tired, it's because I'm spending oceans of time going through different types, different models, different companies, different looks as well. Because one of the things I will tell you about, the one that I have here that I'm about to show you, it's going to get modified. It's going to get modified. And not only is it going to get modified, but when it's done getting modified, it's going to look sick. I'm telling you. So let's jump right into it. This piece that I'm having here, I picked up at a very good price. I got it on an incredibly good deal. I think I ended up like paying like around $200. I need to check, because I did take notes of like exactly how much did I pay for it. So let me just see. Challenge. So where do I have it? I have it here. $215. $215 all included. Okay. So that's the price. By the way, this is a funny one. I already got an offer for this one here, which is very strange. I had an acquaintance of mine that found out that I just bought this piece and actually asked me if I wanted to sell it to him for $300. So no, I'm not selling it. It's going into my 5-piece collection. But what a wonderful compliment to get on this piece, that somebody's willing to buy it for, $85 plus, right? 80 plus, $85 on top of the price that you bought it for. Incredible. That just means that this is a really good, good investment. Now, the company that we are buying from, or we bought from, needs no introduction. Absolute no introduction. If you are saying to yourself when you hear the name of the company, never heard this company, I don't know what to say or what to think, right? I really don't know. Because the company is Seiko. Now, if you don't know Seiko and if you need a deep, detailed review of what Seiko is all about, I don't know what to say. Most probably the only thing that you need to know about Seiko is it is the founding fathers, mothers, whatever gender you want to put on it, of Quartz. That's it. The Quartz with chronographic complications. That's it. It is absolutely one of the most recognizable companies when it comes to Quartz and everything to do with Quartz. Now, I just some time ago I did a review on this one little here that's called D1 Milano. I'll put a link to it if you want to see that one as well, because D1 Milano is actually using the Quartz Mega from Seiko, which is the chronographic complications that I'm mentioning, which is it's actually normal Quartz battery, but with mechanical mechanisms on top of it. So it's kind of like a hybrid model. Seiko is the founder of that one. Boop, there you go. Seiko is not a new company. 1881. Started at that time. It's Japanese. It's absolutely one of the ground pillars and foundational or fundamental companies in the watch industry. Now, people have a variety of opinions about what Seiko is, if it's good, if it's bad, if it's this, if it's that. Everybody has an opinion about Seiko. I would say if you go and you talk to horologists that are purists, meaning I'm only into these luxury watches that are $200,000 a piece, then they will most probably look at Seiko and say, I don't like it, it's bleh. But if you're looking at people that are on a tight budget, myself included in this case, Seiko offers incredible design, incredible mechanics, and incredible design and durability for an amazing price. There's no doubt in my mind. If you can afford $200,000, good for you. Hey, fantastic. If you cannot, and you are on a tight budget, Seiko is a piece you need to have a look at. It's not even a debate. It's just full stop. Now, what is amazing about the piece that we have here is, now, 1881, company gets founded. They start to look at, you know, the whole aspect of horology. They look at the whole aspect of like what we can do eventually with mechanics, blah, 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 with batteries and all of these different things. I won't go into too many details about Seiko because I actually did a video on Seiko where I go much further into details on that. But the thing that really stands out is in around 1963. 1963, Seiko starts to consider the birth of what they call Sportomatics. Sportomatics is later on in 1968 short for S. Okay, it gets shortened to S. And Sportomatics is one of the things that, it's actually really interesting. The Sportomatics and Sportomatic 5, as is referred to now, because the one that we'll look at is Seiko 5 Sports. So the Sportomatic 5 or the S5 needed to have these 5 incredibly unique functionalities, okay? It needed to have automated movements, point 1, day-date complication in a single window. It needs to have water resistance. That is not just that it's water resistant, but significant. So that means 30 meters and above that. I mean, like, I swim, right? Do I need 30 meters to dive with my... No, okay, whatever. It needs to have the crown at 4 o'clock, okay? And there's this, and again, this is just you know, the you know, whoever does diving, they will know that better, is that if you have the crown sitting at 3 o'clock and you're diving, it's not very beneficial. It has to sit at 4 o'clock because it's, you know, there. That's it. Finally, it needs to have this incredibly robust steel case and bracelet, okay? Or strap. But it needs to be this really, bam, there you go. Now, that's where we have now this bad boy here. The 5S automatic. Not only is it automatic, but I had to bin my Coca-Cola today because I've got the Pepsi here. Okay, so I can't have a Coca-Cola and a Pepsi because they'll just go and clash here. Now, there's a couple of things to talk about when you're talking about Seiko and you're talking about the movement and you're talking about like the accuracy of it and so on and so forth, right? So one of the things is like the movement that Seiko is using. There is this notion that if you continuously wear it on your wrist for 10 or more hours, okay, 10 or more hours, the heat from your wrist, and also if there's an outdoor temperature between +5 degrees plus the whole way up to 35 degrees, it can cause inaccuracy of your piece by 45 to -35 seconds a day. Now, that is for, again, purist within the horologist spectrum. That's amazingly much. That's ridiculous. That's unheard of. It has to be down to ±1 second, right? So like that is where they get a bit of a beating in terms of like, no, this is too much. Do I care if it's ± less than a minute a day? Well, yeah, over like 10 years, then it becomes a whole day, obviously. But like I set my watches when I stop wearing them or when I start wearing them, right? So like whatever, I don't mind ± a couple of seconds every day. It's not exactly like, you know, the world will fall apart if I'm not down to the second precise, right? Like I'm not timekeeping myself to the second, right? That's just nuts. But that's one of the things that with Seiko is, or with this mechanics that's problematic, I would say, that it is, oh my God, not 100% accurate, right? Okay, it is what it is. I will admit that, so the mechanics is good, like the 5S in general, love that. I will admit one thing, and that is, I think that the lock, it's a fold over lock. I think that maybe is where they've said, well, you know what, we'll put the rest of the money into the mechanics, into the piece itself, and we're gonna cut a bit of corners here. For me, it shouts, well, hey, we're 5 minutes before closing, let's just get it done. It shouts like, yeah, there's missing a bit of effort here. I'm not happy about that. Now, could I care less about it? That's doubtful that I can care much more about it, because I'm going to replace it anyways, because I am actually going to put on a curved end red strap on it. So I don't care, because I want to have it as this really pow piece, and that's what the red strap is going to actually do on this. If you're not going to replace the strap and you're stuck with that, I don't think that it's, I think that's the one that really stands out as a sore thumb, in my opinion. Not completely convinced. I'll show it to you. You make up your own opinion. You make up your own mind about it. But for me, from day one, I knew I was going to replace the strap, the basal, you know what I mean, with the curve end anyway. So I don't care. Like that's just me, because I wanted to have something that looks incredibly cool, because I'm going to use it as a day beater, right? I wanted to have it that I just put it on, t-shirt, right? Like pair of jeans, bam, out the door, right? My hat on, and then that's it. This is not something I'm going to wear with a suit. This is not something I'm going to wear with a tie. It's not something Also because I don't wear those things, but whatever, right? It's not gonna be one of those pieces. This is, for me, a day beater. A day beater means this is something I wear daily, and I don't care if I get a scratch or two on it. Honestly, I don't care. This is something that's gonna look amazing during the summer, and this is just something that, like, all around is amazing quality for the amount of money that I paid for it, 215 bucks, right? There you go. Like, what more do you want? Now, I will tell you that when I got it, also because it is the Pepsi version, it would be fun if there's a Fanta version as well and a Sprite version, because there's also a Cola version, right? So, like, what would that look like? But anyways, jokes aside, I didn't know what it would actually, how it would impact me in terms of like, okay, so what is it really gonna look like? And am I gonna love it, or am I gonna just like, eh? Because one of the things with the challenge is also it needs to be pieces I'm going to be wanting to wear. Now, when I got it, I had already looked up alternative straps. I've already looked up like what it could look like, and that's why I fell in love with the curve end strap. That's just gonna make it look like, yay, I wanna wear that. Now, again, unboxing a Seiko. I've done that before because, as I mentioned, I've done another video on the S5S black on black that I have as well, which is an incredible day beater as well. But you unbox it, right? Like, you get down here, you get all of the manuals. And there's a lot of manuals. Like, again, like I can code like my television and take a trip to the moon with all of these manuals. Not needing that one. Now, bit of coffee because I can't have my Coke because it's a Pepsi, right? But you get this little box here, and that's when you start to be, yay, what is this gonna be? What is it gonna look like? And it's actually really, really nice little neat box, right? You pop it up, and mind you, this has not been set at all, so don't get upset with me. But there you go. That's the one. Look at that. Look at that blue. Are you getting excited? I know you're getting excited. I'm getting excited. Now, let's get it up. Small little cushion on the table. We don't need that. Now, the first thing that you noticed is the sound. That's what I told you about. That is a sound for me that I just don't like. Now, the reason why I don't like that is I don't like this here. Let me see if I can get a zoom in on it. That wiggling movement here, absolutely don't like it. What I mentioned as well, I'm gonna come a bit closer, I swear I will move back as well, is this whole thing here. It's hollow, it's just, it's not my type. No, it doesn't work for me, don't worry. It's pretty straightforward to change it. You have, you know, you just get in here, plink, 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 and then that's it. Now, there is a cool couple of things, obviously, with this piece. And here we go. So, one of the things that's absolutely cool is, you can see the see-through here, the casing behind. You can see it there. Look at that. Look at how it's just swinging away like there's no tomorrow. Like, that there is wonderful. That is what we like to see. Look at that. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, that's nice. The crown, as I mentioned, right, sits again. Sits at 4 o'clock. Bang, bang. So that's really, really cool. It's got, it's got a cool clicking sound when you are using the dial around there. It's got illuminant. It's got like the whole thing there. It's got the whole shebang there. Metal case, very, very strong and very, very robust. It's very, very cool, to be honest. It's It's got that day date as well. So that's what you're seeing there as well. And you know what? It's got a great weight. Honestly, and that's one of the things where the difference between, for example, the D1 that I'm wearing, which is basically, you know, you just have a stamp on your hand because it doesn't weigh anything. It's that light, versus this one. This is pure love. This here, the weight of it is, mwah, I love it. I want to wear a diver's watch that is heavy. Now, you have people that are saying, it's too heavy, Martin. It's too heavy. No. When it comes to diver's watches, you want to know and you want to feel that you're wearing it. You want to have that on your wrist and say, yeah, I know I'm wearing that one. And it's that thing. I mean, that's one of the things I love about wearing diver's watches. Diver's watches excites me because of the weight. I'm not a lightweight kind of guy. I want my watch to weigh something. And I can tell you, this one here has the weight I love. It is not that I draw a comparison at all. It's the same or very, very similar weight to, like, when I just have it now, I can put it on a measuring scale and then we'll see. But it reminds me of wearing my Rolex. Like, am I saying that Seiko and Rolex is the same? No, you're missing the point. I'm saying I love wearing Rolex because it has that weight aspect as well. I love wearing a piece that is heavy on my wrist. And I'm not meaning heavy that it's gonna pull me down and like I drag it after me and look like a gorilla or something like that. That's not my point. But it has that thing. That is also one of the reasons why, for example, I am not into G-Shock at all. I think that they're too light. I don't know if I'm wearing a watch or am I not wearing a watch, right? So this one here, and I love the you know, the small little, look at this. This one here, this looks cool as well, man. And then look, let me try and see if I can get a close up. Look at that color, the deep blue. Wow. Oh, isn't that nice? That is super, super cool, man. And you can see that, obviously, as I said, I haven't set the date. I haven't set the time. And you can see it's about to change right now. But look at that, like that combination, man. Seiko, you did it. I'm excited. Pepsi rocks my boat, man. And I can imagine putting on the red curve end strap on this one. It's just gonna go boop. And it's gonna be one of those where people are like, that is just aggressive, man. That is not only aggressive, but it's aggressive cool. That is something that looks amazing. And I sent a picture of this one, the Seiko is 5 automatic with a red curve end strap to a friend of mine that just said like, dude, that is sick. That is sick, man, what it looks like. That's what you have. Do I love wearing something where people are saying, wow, that just stands out? Absolutely. For 215 bucks on this piece here, that piece there, well spent money, man. Well spent money. Mechanics, Seiko, top in class on that, right? For what you pay on this piece here versus what you get of robustness, functionality, design, right? Durability, it's nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. And I have to admit, the more I look at the Pepsi, the more I look at the color, the more I'm like thinking to myself, like, why didn't I have this already? Why don't I own, or why didn't I own this already? I can't understand it. Now I do. Am I gonna sell it? Even if somebody's offering me 300 bucks from it? No chance. There's no doubt in my mind that this is gonna be somebody that's gonna sit in my collection for a long time and say, hey, we've had some cool times together, because I believe I'm gonna have so much fun with this piece. As just rocking around, man. Just rocking around, pulling on a t-shirt, putting on a pair of jeans, out there and just having fun, man. It's just like 215 bucks for that. Blows my mind. Now, if you have $25,000, Yeah, sure, you're not going to buy this. For sure, you're not going to buy this. If you're on a limited budget, if you are looking for something that you can absolutely get a lot of fun out of, 215 bucks, you can get this one for. This is a brand, I don't know, I think it might be brand new, whatever. But 215 bucks, throw on either a NATO strap, sorry. Look at the one that is, I think they categorize it as James Bond, which is gray and white or grayish. Looks absolutely amazing. You can get away with paying 15 bucks for that as well. And then your watch looks like it's worth so much more. Up it to a curved end strap. You don't need to go to red, which I am. Go with the black one, go with the blue one, and then you will see just how it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop, I'm telling you. You can get a curved in strap for what, around 15 bucks as well, 50 bucks? Like a real polycarbonated one that is like super duper. Yeah, basically Superman would wear that stuff as well, right? Bam, on that as well, and you would have a piece that just really stands out. The only feedback I have on this piece is something I totally do not like is the fold over. The fold over is not my favorite cup of tea. The fact that I have a fairly small wrist as well, if you haven't noticed it, because I haven't made enough close-ups. For me, when I wear something like that, it gets to hang. And this is the thing I don't like. Right? I don't, that the look of it is like, look at this is cool. Right? This is, I mean, seriously cool. But this one here, and I know that you're saying, well, you can just take out some of the joints. Yeah, I can. But am I going to be super happy about that even? No. That's the reason why I'm upping it for the strap, because that is just going to be, that's going to be cool. The whole mechanism here, 0 points from me. 0 points from me. I'm sorry. Besides that, everything around that piece, everything with that piece, everything on that piece is something I absolutely love. Now, 215 bucks of my budget went for this piece. Am I going to wear it after I do a bit of slight modification with it? You betcha. You absolutely can count your whatever it is that you're counting, that I am going to wear this one. You're going to see me trottle around town in the future when we're opening up wearing this one here, and I'm going to have my gorgeous red curved end strap on this one, and it's going to look absolutely crazy cool. And you're going to come up and you're going to say, hey, can I buy your watch? And I'm going to say, no can do, mister. No can do. This goes into my collection, and this goes in and also has incredibly symbolic value for me now, because with my $1,000 challenge, this is number one. This is the first one. And not only is it the first one, it is something that I have neglected for a long time. I should have looked at this one earlier. I didn't. My mistake. But you live and you learn. This one is absolutely something that's going to stay in my collection. And I'm happy that it is, because it is just gorgeous. The colors, the colors are fantastic. The mechanics, oh, all of it is just great. For that amount of money, like this is like it is literally insane the amount of watch you get for that money, that amount of money. Like this is insane. Am I excited about it? That's what my face looked like. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm so excited about this one that I cannot wait to get on to the next watch. Now, I will tell you one thing though. I will tell you one thing, because I broke my budget on this little bad boy here. Right? I broke my budget on this bad boy here, because I've got $1,000. I've got 5 watches that I need to get. Each of the watches on average is $200, obviously. If I pay 215 bucks on one watch, I'm already down on the price with another piece. So I'm happy that I got this, but it puts me in a situation where now I need to be even more creative. I need to be even negotiating further. I need to be looking at, okay, so If I buy another one now, that's going to be 230 or 250. Eventually, I'll buy a watch that's cost 50 bucks, and I'm most probably not going to wear that because I can't find anything for 50 bucks that it's worth wearing for me. And it's not that it's not worth 50 bucks. It's not that it's ugly. It's just I can't find anything I would want to wear. So I am challenged a bit with having to look at negotiating a bit more direct with sellers right now. I am looking at having to spend more time on filtering. I am looking at finding pieces that are either undervalued, really, really undervalued, which is not bad, or I need to be alternatively looking at something that might come up one day, that might become famous, or that might become something that people will wear in the future. So that's where I am with that. But I will admit one thing though, and that is that for 215 bucks, with everything I get for this one, plus the fact that a friend of mine already gave me a pat on the back and said, hey, I'll give you 300 bucks for it right on the spot. I think that this actually has to be considered one of my best investments, because I like that really is something I could flip really, really, really fast. Now, am I going to flip it? No, but I could flip it and I could make a decent profit in terms of percentage on this piece, which is great. Now, because of where we are with the budget, now we are 215 off. We still have 4 pieces. That puts me in the situation that I need to go and see if I can get a really, really good piece for a very, very good price. And that's going to be a bit of a tricky point. Because I already have a couple of pieces that are lined up that I am right around to pull the trigger on. So with that, I need to go back to the sellers and I need to say, guys, look, here's the problem. The problem is, explain the story, and maybe, who knows, maybe they will find a bit of pity in their hearts, a bit of love for me, and say, you know what, I'm going to cut 10 bucks off the price, or 15 bucks off the price, and then that's it. But if you're looking at, well, $10 or $15 is not a lot. If you're looking at the price being 150 and they're cutting off $15, then it's 10%. That's pretty good, right? So look at it in comparison to the percentage of the price that you're actually negotiating. That's a different story. So that's what I'm going to go and do. I have actually another piece already coming. And I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You'll just have to wait and see with that one. But another great deal. Another really, really, really great deal. And I am going to be super curious to hear your point of view on, is this something that you love? Is this something you would wear? Is this something that you already have? Is this something that you own? And you know what? State your comments in the field below. Give me a bit of a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see the other drops that we're having as well. With that, I'm gonna go and start to take off my case here, not my case, my bracelet here. Start to consider putting on my new curve end, and then see what that looks like. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look absolutely crazy wild. You will see it on my wrist in the future. When I don't wear something like this, I'm gonna guarantee you it's gonna look absolutely smashing. Seiko 5S automatic Pepsi model is, in my opinion, a must-have for anybody that starts a collection right now. Right here, right now, with a limited budget, this is one of your centerpieces. This is a must-have. There is nothing else to say. The 5S gives you a guarantee that you're gonna coolness because of the 5S, right? The crown, the robustness, the durability, the dive under 30 meters and more, day date, the case as well, and the fact that it's automatic, right? I mean, those things, all in all, when you get a 5S, whichever it is, it's gonna be great. This one is especially cool because it's Pepsi, right? Now, I already said I have got the black on black 5S as well, right? That looks cool because it's something that really does not draw attention to it. It's very urban. It's very much like, you know, put it on, go out skating or whatever. This one here is something that's gonna get people to go like what's he wearing? What is that? What is that? You're gonna get that, I guarantee you. And that's just cool. That's just cool. That just comes with that little beast that you just bought. 215 bucks for this one here. Money incredibly well spent. So have a look at it, right? See if this is something for you. You might not go for this one, but don't sign it off right from the beginning. Look at what you could actually alternate with just putting on a rubber strap, for example. I would recommend, because that's just my style, I would recommend that you look for the curved, right? The curve end that goes like completely the whole way up. It goes the whole way up here. You see? It goes and curves here. That's the reason why we call it curve end. And you want that because that's one of the things that's incredibly cool about this Seiko is it's curved, right? Like it's curving down. And so getting a curve end to your Seiko there, just gonna make it look perfect. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait for you guys to see it in the future. Having said that, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope that I can give you a bit of inspiration with going and checking out this piece. And for me, this has been a really, really interesting first piece. And I am super stoked to look at the other 4 pieces that we're going to get to this collection. So stay tuned for the other 4 pieces that are going to come very, very soon as well. We've got some amazing, amazing lineups with this one as well. We've got some really, really cool pieces that are going to come. And you're going to love it. I am sure of that. So stay tuned for that as well. This is Seiko 5S Automatic Pepsi signing over now, saying have a nice day, take care wherever you are, and stay tuned for the next one that's going to come. And now I need to run off because I've got 4 other watches that I need to find, buy, negotiate, get here, so I can actually show you how to build that collection of 5 watches for less than $1,000 bucks. Take care. See you then. Stay safe.